What up, everybody? It's your boy Neo, and I'm hopping right in today. I want to talk about fake ass smiles, all right? And in this is gonna be an exercise for me that hopefully you guys will get to participate in. But it's also so you can see how my mind works and how my mind goes through things, so that basically I do that just as like proof to you, because you feel the real. You recognize, that just some things just make sense. Some things line up, and if you see how I got there, then the next time I say something, hopefully you'll just believe it. Like thoughts become things, and stay positive in the mental exercises and everything that I do. So, fake ass smiles. I came up with that title because I am at a point in my life where I am really, really happy about, at the very least, the four pillars. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. Health wise, I'm getting older. I'm 37, but I'm handling it gracefully, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. Wealth, love, and happiness, all that other stuff, everything, just all the categories together, I am excelling in, and I'm very happy. Few things, simple things make me really, really happy. When I have a video game that's out, everybody knows that when Grand Theft Auto came out, I would take a week off of work, literally a whole week off of work. Um, hey, it's 1:42. Excuse me. And so adding something like that is a cherry on top. Obviously, I'm playing Just Cause 3. You guys have seen that. Uh, I'm real big on technology. I stood in line for the first four iPhones. Having the Apple Watch, having it do everything that I needed to do. Just last week, I was talking on the show. I told you guys about it. I bought this wind up. It was a keychain the size of like a car clicker. Wind up flashlight that was also solar powered. Dream come true for a guy like me. I'm a prepper. I'm always looking for a light. All this other stuff. Boom, they got the light on the watch. The reminders app, I've mastered it, totally remastered it, done a different way. Life is good right now. And for me, I can sit up here and honestly smile. And my smile might still seem fake. I'm real big on that aspect of things. If you look closely enough at someone's smile, you'll be able to tell if how much of it's fake, I should say. Not if it's fake, but if you look really closely into a person's eyes, you'll be able to see it. And I've looked into my eyes while smiling about my current situation and genuinely being happy about my current situation, like just actually being kind of giddy about it. And I've trying to been hold on. I've tried to been hold. I've been trying to hold on to that feeling, that giddy feeling, as often as possible and for as long as possible, because it only manifests more of that feeling. But even in the mirror, look in the mirror and smile, and I can see the bit of fakeness. I can see the part that says, "Yo, you've been doing this 8 years. What the fuck?" I can see the part that says, "Yo, even though you're happy and you still, can do certain things, you feel like an 80-year-old man on the inside." You know, and those two huge things, financially, being, I'm not gonna say stuck in the same position, but being stuck in the same position at the same level that I've been stuck in, that too. So it's like those things are part of the foundation of who I am. Those things are the things that are driving me towards my next step. And whether it be big steps or small steps, it's all the same process. Whether it be one step at a time up the stairs, confidence, knowing I'm going to do it, putting in the effort, completing it, being happy about it, and being ready to do it again. Whether it be going up the stairs, or let's say, becoming a cop, taking a police test, going through the motions, the academy, all the way up to the final day and getting, graduating the academy. Whether it be one step or that being called one step, they were both just steps in my life, and I use the same process to get through them all. And knowing that I haven't achieved set goals, or knowing that health related things that are related to just age, knowing that they're just not going to get better, that type of acceptance that's forced upon you in life and add up the number of attempts and number of days and number of hours I've spent trying to do something that I haven't yet accomplished as far as neo-positivity. And I know the game isn't over, but I'm just talking about the foundation of the thought. These are the things that people deny that they have. These are the when people say they're 100% confident, and when they opened up the store, I knew it was going to do good. And 99% of small businesses fail within the first year, so it doesn't go well. Listen, there's a lot of doubt and fear caked up in the bag, and you could sit there and sugarcoat it, and you could sprinkle sugar over that pile of doo doo in the basement all you want, but it's still a pile of doo doo. And the lesser of two evils, hiding it and acting like it doesn't exist, doing affirmations on top of that does nothing. The lesser of the two evils of hiding it like it doesn't exist or addressing it, understanding that it's there, understanding its purpose in being there. If it didn't have purpose, you wouldn't have the drive. It wouldn't be an obstacle. There would be no passion in the work. We love the middleman, and then we win and we celebrate for 2 seconds. Gambling is the worst example of that. You win and you celebrate for less than 2 seconds because they about to roll that dice again. The game is on again. And it kind of goes like that in life too, with the small victories that we get throughout the day. We just take them for granted, and thoughts become things gets used for something other than beautiful things when we do that. That's why I try to wake you up to these moments. And once you get woken up to these moments and you actually do smile, the ego's going to kick in and start to shoot you down to bring you back to this moment, not the previous or future great moment you're trying to think about. Okay? And when you try to smile, the ego is going to say and do certain things, which is what we are talking about here. Now, these fake ass smiles are slightly real. Not slightly real, but as real as they are. Every situation is different, for what steps you've accomplished in trying to get to your next level. All that is going to be, custom to each of us. But I believe that we're all going to encounter this problem. Excuse me, dieting, for example. If you want to get on that diet and you're saying I'm doing great, day two, you're saying I'm doing great when you technically lost 1 or 2 pounds. That kind of sucks because it was torture not eating meat for those 2 days or not eating your snacks for those 2 days, and you want to lose 60 pounds, 60 days. You didn't do this for 2 months. Come on, man. You start calculating and doing all these things, and that smile that you got about how great you're doing is fake as hell. At that point, it is fake. The first second you spent 1 second watering the seed of greatness, the seed of that manifesting that thing into your life, and the rest of those seconds were spent with that doubt and that fear, not only as their foundation, but as the main primary color splashed on the wall of the house that we are calling this thought. And there's 60,000 of them a day, but not the smile ones. The small ones is what I want to focus on because I wanted to actually go through the process because I am and have reason to be completely legitimately happy about every aspect of my life as health, wealth, love, and happiness. I really do. Not only am I on top of my game, all-time high of my life was today. Um, so not only am I excelling in those areas, but there was no time where I was higher where I can look back on, which means I'm in first place and can only go down from there. But I've X'd out that mentality a long time ago by simply gaining the confidence in my ability to create my future, to know that I am in control of what's happening by, thoughts become things, having to grasp on it all without the proof being in the pudding. That's going to be hard for you to do, but you're going to have to develop that on your own. You're going to have to do your thoughts become things to get what you want. You're going to have to visualize and see things and manifest them one at a time. I'm counting on you trying that just once because I know I'll hook you after that. And you will you will depend on positivity to get what you want, which means you will start to exit all negative actions and activities around yourself. and the people that you might have to exit out will see other people doing the same and see how you flourish doing that, which means they will join the bright side. Think of it. Star Wars, welcome to the dark side. Yes. Then they will join the brighter side of things, positivity. I'm sure there's some people that could argue that being positive is a bad thing. not over here. But yeah, for me to be able to smile, legitimately smile about all those things, I'm gonna have to take a stop for a second and do it. I have to get into it and really think about all the reasons, or just one scenario that encompasses all of those reasons. A scenario involving my family, um, in a in a financial position, of feeling greatness and the freedom, I guess, of knowing that we're good. We don't have to worry about whatever you want. Just get it. And I'm thinking of a scenario right now. This past summer, at a couple beaches that we went to. You guys know how I'm about the ocean and water. A couple nice private low-key beaches, and it was just beautiful. Um, that's love, happiness, wealth. And as far as health goes, I just always tell myself I'm an athlete, and I'm good with that because I'm convinced that I am. So I don't really I've never had a problem in that field. No matter how hurt I was, I knew what I was capable of once I healed up. I might only be able to give you one really high jump. And then I can't walk for a week, but I'm jumping. Well, I'm gonna try. You know what I mean? Um, my will never be shattered. So anyway, excelling in all these areas, it's still hard for me to smile. I have to see it. I have to run the scenario, not because I'm whatever. I'm halfway callous to it because I'm used to it. I'm sorry, it is what it is. As humans, we just get used to things. That car, that house you got when you first got it, it was the bomb. You was washing that thing every day, keeping it clean. Now it's just a stepping stone to the next car, the next house. As humans, that's just what we do. We take things for granted. All right. So I am a little callous to it. And I do have to take extra steps, like put a reminders app, or put a tattoo on my arm, or put a dollar bill taped above the doorknob so I kind of have to move it every time I open that particular doorknob. Just as a reminder, that nuisance, that thing that's in my way is acting as an alarm. I put it there. It's been there for years. I keep it there for that reason. Do I use it all the time? No. I don't even notice it 99% of the time. But I will today and tomorrow. And I'm good with it. I'm good with that. Just a little off topic. But I'm good with that. Um, but yeah, as far as like the fake look, I done lost where I was at. You got me thinking about that dollar. As far as the fake ass smile, even though I have all those reasons to smile, besides the callousness, there's other things that are going on around me that are keeping me from stopping to smell the roses. Remembering to remember is the hardest part. I always say that because it is. I can give you a task to stop and smell the roses as many times as you can today and tomorrow. I guarantee today, if you get 6, you're a fucking, sorry for my language, you are a G. If you get 2, it's around average, and tomorrow will be 0. That's why I have to talk to people on day 3. I can't wait to the end of the week because they don't even know, and they start making stuff up to make themselves seem like they actually did it. And who are you really fooling at that point? You're going to say that your body's going to give off an emotion of lying, of feeling that I needed to lie to cover my ass, manifesting another situation where you need to lie to cover your ass to look a certain way, which means you never actually get to look the way that you want to look. You're still fronting about it, which is the reason why a lot of people get stuck in what they call a rut in a multitude of areas in life. And that is my rant about that. And so it's hard. So even me in my situation, I have to really think about it to really get that giddy smile accompanied with the feeling of your chest, that knot that I'm talking about that raises up, seems to raise up when you're happy and you're smiling and you be at a comedy club or whatever, or it goes down when you feel that when you lie to yourself, or when you feel the anger or hatred or see something horrible on TV, you know? So it's like, for one, you don't want to lie to yourself. because it doesn't go right. You're sending out some horrible signals. And for two, you got to recognize this as one of the things that's going to be blocking you from being able to smile. Along with the callousness, once you get to that point where you're getting, where you're macking everything you want, boom, 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 that callousness is a good problem to have. This other one isn't. Okay? Having constant distractions around you at all times isn't. So you go ahead and you smile in the mirror. I smile in the mirror and I get it. And I finally achieved, like, I'm right there. I could, right now in this moment, I'm smiling. And I promise you, if you saw me, you would probably see something on my face. Like, I see something. I see a little doubt. I see a little something in there. And I'm like, how do I get that out? How do I get that out? I can't smile at my children honestly right now. My children are doing great, let me tell you. And I can't smile at them because I know that in my mind, they should be doing all of that in a bigger house with nicer things. I'm sorry, call me whatever you want, but that was a major goal of mine that I have not succeeded in. Being able to retire at the age of 28, that shit was simple. Seems like it wasn't. It took a lot of time and effort and energy, but guess what? Right now here it's simple because it's in the past and it happened. But this one thing right here seems to be eluding the hell out of me, and I seem to be very freaking close. All the chain of events of everything that's been leading up to right now, especially with this new stuff going on with Snapchat. Yo, the fact that it eludes me, it has its bearings on every part of my life. I can't be happy with this house because I know where I'm going. I just don't know why I ain't there yet. That's what pisses me off the most. In my mind, where I want to be in a life, the voice of the thoughts become things movement that changes the earth forever. That next big thing, and I don't mean big like the nay, I mean big like the internet times 50. I already know that. That's not even, I'ma die knowing that. Even if I don't get it before I pass away, if it takes 100 years after that for my writings to affect the right person to take it to the next level, it doesn't matter what happens. I know, but that's the question mark. When is it even gonna happen in this lifetime? And that's what sucks. That's what gives me. That's what gets me chasing, things. With all these mental exercises, technically everyone I make up is a chase to strengthen the signals I'm sending out, thus manifesting that into my life. So the pursuit of them is a chase, but it's necessary. It's that's the flip of the coin. There's two sides to everything. The evil necessary. You know, um, I don't know why I think of the pain of childbirth. It's horrific. I hear, and totally necessary. That's this life. And we could cry about it or we could learn about it. The only way to learn about it is to talk about it. The only way to talk about it is to stop talking about other stuff and stop thinking about other stuff. I happen to be, I enjoy doing this, so I'll let you guys handle the social media and all that other stuff. And spend most of your time over there. I mean, you're listening to this, so you must be on social media somewhere. So do that and spend a little bit of time, on your mind as much as you can. But it doesn't have to be a lot. So many people go into this thinking it has to be a lot. Even me today, I'm like, I didn't do anything in the past 3 days. It doesn't have to be a lot. You just need to do something. It'll turn into a lot. Trust me. That's what I need you guys to do for me. Aside from everything, I need you guys to take a step back and try it. Do the smiles. Learn. Go through the steps. See where your mind takes you, and then switch it. Do it again. You got to take time out. You got to take some time by yourself. You got to go somewhere. I've been trying my hardest to meditate, and it just doesn't seem like it. Because I'm booked for the next 3 years. That's how Drake said. Booked for 3 years. I was. I need to take some more time off, so that's what I'm doing. Starting, I don't know, today. Starting today. But yeah, I just want to do this video real quick and talk about the fake ass smiles, because these are my fake ass smiles. These are your fake ass smiles. These are when we look in the mirror and we smile, and there's a part of us that says we should be there by now. Why aren't we there by now? Why haven't we done that? What needs to be done? For me, that's the big thing, because that's the subject that I'm studying in life. That is my job. That's my 100% is what is it I need to do to get there, and I won't have that answer until I successfully get there. I could say thoughts become things and water this seed, but I'm obviously either watering a seed not completely right, or I haven't filled up that glass with enough drops of water for it to overflow into reality. I haven't put enough drops of water. I haven't watered that plant enough for that seed enough for a plant to actually sprout and be physically in front of me, where at one point it wasn't. So I keep chugging and keep pushing along, because I don't really have a choice, and just be positive and follow the signs and take what I get as a sign, and go from there. And we are headed we are headed in a direction that we were not really headed in before. Before we were headed straight forward. Now we're staying put. Before we were headed straight forward, because when we got to the end, the big smile was coming. But God and the universe and all of you have shown me so many times over that no matter where I go, there I am. A beach is a beach, whether it's in my backyard or 1,000 miles away in Miami. I can appreciate now. I don't have a finish line that I need to get to smile. I can stop and do it now. So that's it. For me, I'm at the end game. God, money as a being, as an essence, is in my life, and he will come to me in many forms, $1 bills and $100 bills. So while I have essence of money, what money stands for in this lifetime as far as currency, what it does as far as feeding your family, that essence is with me. I don't need it. It is with me. A singular essence with me. And that's how I see things. And let me tell you something. God's shelter, as I like to call it, the other day you guys saw, came to me in the form of a badass hotel room. And as expected, it would come to me back into the form of this. And it did, because I manifested. I expected it wholeheartedly. So there's no lack of God house coming to me in the form of the mansion I am with him now. Now he will come to me, or he or she, God house will come to me in different forms, in different shapes, in different sizes. But nonetheless, we are in each other's company every day, and I enjoy it. And I can sit back and appreciate it. It's a mixture of a bunch of different religions when you think like that. Like the Hindus believe everything has a soul, and that all that other stuff. But I mixed a bunch of them together to basically give me an appreciation for everything around me. God is what made this notepad right here, and I can appreciate him for coming to me in this form. God, what would you call this? God physical writing format, because it'd be different from a computer, has come to me in the form of this notebook, and I can appreciate that. Thank you. It's made of energy. Everything emitted energy has the same definition of God. Can never be created or destroyed, moved in and out of everything. And that's how I see it. God cards come to me in many different forms. And the form of the Wraith has eluded me, but it'll be here. And then it will elude me again, and it'll be here. I'm confident in that. I control what's happening. You guys see what's been happening. Hell, some of these pictures are not off Google. But yeah, I'm gonna start expanding my horizon as far as Snapchat and Instagram, and we're about to take it to the next level, y'all. Until then, sit tight. No more days off. No more days off. No more. No more. No more days off. Every day I'm gonna post something. Even if it's this video again, that will give people a second chance to see it. And we'll have a meeting probably this week about how many times I'll post it. Cause I was doing it once at like 12:15, and then again at like 1:15. Cause I noticed a lot of people were taking lunch breaks at 1, and if I do a show at 12:15, it might not even be in their timeline. Um, so it'll just be the people who gets alerts, in which the numbers are still fat, but I love them. But as far as affecting people, let's bump it up to a larger scale. I love you guys, man. I'm gonna try to keep real smiling. I'm gonna try to keep real smiling in the face of pain that might be coming from my back, in the face of any adversaries, uh, both foreign outside of me and domestic inside my mind, as far as doubt, fear, or anything negative. I'm gonna keep chugging. I expect you guys to do the same. I can't do this on my own. I can't be here on my own, living this happy life, being all happy. I want to shout it from the mountains. I can't shout it from the mountains over and over again, and it not travel fast. I want to travel everyone fast. I love you guys. So this is my it's my oath to you. You are why I'm here. I know that now. So I'll give you my all.